Welcome back, everyone. Here on The Shard, we love playing games and having a good time. If you enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started. And welcome back, everyone. Last time we went and talked with a Viking cartographer, did his thing, and then we did a Krovax one, and now we're off to meet a Gek one. A Gek cartographer. Okay. Come on. Okay, here he is. Where they are. Hello, friend in maps. Something trade, something. Okay. Let's ask about the history. As the life form begins to speak, I hear a faint hum. The soft voice of Null weaving the Gek's words into something I can process. Information like that does not come for free, friend. Make me a deal, perform work for my kin, then we shall have something to speak about. Okay. I need to do some things for them, so we'll go ahead and do 2 more missions for them. I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, well, I did not expect this to happen, but got contacted by Apollo. I'm sorry for contacting you so late or early. I don't know the time of the day on your world, and that's the problem, isn't it? Apollo breaks off mid-sentence there. Heart turning crimson. Ask where are they? Ask if they're all right. It found me just like it found you. I can't feel my legs. It's strange. I'm still in here. Don't you understand? It won't let me leave. It's seen me. See, ask what they see. Tell them to take a deep breath. I don't breathe. Why would you say that I breathed? The Atlas, it can rend. Sometimes I think about my past, my future. Sometimes I do what everyone in the universe does. I know, but I can't help but want to be happy. Money, doing what you're told day after day. That's the answer, isn't it? I don't know. Apollo stares at me as if seeing my face for the first time. Eventually they speak, their words passionate, higher. I'm not going to attempt to read that, because, yeah. At this point, Apollo says nothing else, but something, I don't know what, something fills me with hope, both for my friend and for all life. Well, that was interesting. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I completed 2 missions for the Gek. Now, hopefully that'll be enough. It looks like it is. So let's see if he'll let us know what's going on. And get some history lessons. You have been making me rich, friend. I know you're kind, the fearless adventurer, the competitor of contracts. I guess that's what dyslexia. You think you are a leader. Others fight wars with weapons and fear, but power is more than strength. It is trade. Insensitive? Insensitive, I don't know. Information. If you've enough units, others will change the world for you without even realizing. Let's ask about the history of the Gek. History. Why would you care about that? Okay. Something is wrong with the Gek's voice. Ask about the first spawn. I asked about the first spawn, the Gek Empire that once decimated galaxies and enslaved the Krovax species. Ah, friend, you have been talking to Viking warriors, yes? Ever they hate the Gek. Ever they slander us, refusing to forgive the past. Do not worry, all is well, all is at peace. Let's repeat my question, because that's weird. Why do you persist, friend? The Gek are different now. Gek seek no harm, no malice. The Gek changed. Ask how. Must you know? Why do you care, friend? The Gek seems disturbed by my questions. Asking why I care. It is clear they do not wish to discuss the events of their species' past. It is shame I see in their eyes, or something else. Let's say the Krovax care. Don't you understand? Don't you see it? It never ends. It never ended. The Gek's face begins to twitch as they speak. A sickly sweet pheromone emerges into the air. Okay, so we've experienced this in the past where their pheromones kind of convey some message, so let's go ahead and breathe. The Gek did not change. They invaded our souls. I blink and I am on Balron itself, homeworld of the Gek. I stand within the center of the first spawn's empire, witnessing events that occurred long ago. Cartographer Odmai, I think that's how you say that, stands next to me, watching what I watch. Okay, whatever. Tears streaming down their face. I see enslaved Krovax move from Gek spawning pool to spawning pool. At each one, they cut into their own suits. Nanite clusters pull out, fall into the fluids of embryonic Gek. It is then that I finally understand the fall of the Gek, their convergence to the Atlas, their release of the Krovax. It was not redemption, it was revolution. Hundreds of Krovax sacrificing their immortality, mingling their nanite clusters with the unborn Gek. The Gek did not become good, they became Krovax, at least in part. Their slaves alter Gek brains, shifting their nature, For the first and final time, the Kovacs convert something and delighted in the pain of the opposer. Okay. Say the Gek deserve this. Say they will be free soon. Let's say they'll be free soon. The Gek stares at me. The vision comes to an end. They appear to be upset at my words. Do not judge us, traveler, that our ancestors were altered, that they did not find goodness by themselves. That is nothing to do with us. We just wanted peaceful lives. We just wanted to be happy. As I leave, I think through what I have learned. The Gek released the Kovacs because their biology was altered. There was no spiritual revolution, no grand redemption. It was a switch in the brain, an alteration to a genetic code. I think of the simulation Nada showed me. Their intended heaven for Artemis's soul. It was a false reality full of I don't know, and unseen rules. How is life any different? Okay, that's that happened. So the Gek used to rule the galaxy, conquering different civilizations and such. And one of their oppressors, the Kovacs, sacrificed millions of themselves to alter their brains, or their unborn children's brains, so they round up being what they are now, which are basically if you watch once again Star Trek, the Ferengi. They like making profit, they like money, so from one to the other. Okay, what is next? The Gek Kovac and Viking already is expert the past. Find a holo terminal. Okay. Okay, we've made ourselves to this holo terminal on an apparently really high secure Sentinel planet. Let's get this done quick and out of here. Yep, the usual things. Tuna null. I get it. It's an extreme Sentinel planet. Calm down. Okay, where are they? There they are. Well then, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you've learned. Tell me what... I'm going to accuse them of already knowing. Knowing what? How can I tell you if I know what... If I know what you know, if you have not told me? I tell Noel all that I have learned from the Viking crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly succeeded, only to have the barbarism of the Gek first spawn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. I learned that the homeworld of the Kovacs was destroyed by the Gek. The survivors enslaved or melted down. For years, the Kovacs toiled beneath their oppressors until the empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers, but from the Gek I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves of their own accord. A great number of Krovaks sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. The impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signal switches in the brain. Ask what Null knows. Ask what this means. Sure, we'll ask what this means. I was born to travel, to see these worlds, to catalog them, to give a name to every creature, every planet, the skies. They were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all. There were too many, so I did what I had to do. I survived in the face of eternity. I saw all the worlds of my universe. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I had done. I asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me, and I am sure of it. It showed me universes upon universes, each with another traveler just like me. I was not special. I was not unique. The things I had to do to get here, the things I had to become, none of it meant anything. Let's see, I guess I'll continue listening to his rant. I did not lie to you. I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between worlds are falling, and that's bad for everyone. See, ask how they know. Let's ask how they know. I have been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know, had you seen the things that I have seen. All I know is this: the Atlas had infinity to work with, and with few explanations. This This triad repeats: Gek, Krovaks, Viking, Gek, Krovaks, Viking, traders, warriors, scientists. All their stories ending in violence. Think about it. How would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life. It would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It is screaming the only way it knows how. Ask what happens now. Ask what can be done. Let's ask what can be done. And now it won't speak to me anymore. It won't. It chooses you instead. After all, I did for it. After all I did with it for it. After I wanted to find out what was different about this universe. We are who we are, but you, whenever, or what? I don't know. Became of some soul because of simulation. It does not matter. Why won't it speak to me? Why aren't I enough? Null's channel begins to falter. Their hologram begins to fade. They are disconnecting from the terminal. As I watch them disappear, I see another channel active. Apollo's signal emerges. Ooh. Hello, Apollo. Traveler, I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Where are you? I'm standing by a holo terminal. Let's trade locations. Let's meet and get off this world. Let's share coordinates. I share my coordinates and Apollo shares there, excuse me. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we are standing in the same place. We are communicating using the same holo terminal. We try again, but still the results are the same. The world is silent, but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? Say you do not know. Say them data might be wrong. I don't know. As we speak, I receive a distant signal. Its language, my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that. You are not alone. Tune back to Apollo. See, I tried to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static insistence of the intruding signal. The holo terminus is showing you are receiving. Let's meet and get off this world. Apollo appears to receive the same signal broadcasting from the same location on their own world. Agree to meet? We agree to go and find the source of these distant beacons. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Let's find the source. Okay, up and down. Okay, looks like we found a crashed ship. Maybe this is where the signal was coming from. Let's search for some goodies first. Then we'll inspect the ship. Okay. Oh, there's a thing here. I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I have ever encountered. There is no sign of Apollo. Playback log. I have given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. I'm wiping you again. It's best for everyone. The audio click. Time passes. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. The sound cuts out. As it does, my vision bleeds red. A headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows the number. For a moment, it shows 16. Try to access the data. The audio clicks, time passes, and then I see it now. With every waking breath, I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. Oh, okay. Energy surge detected. Leyline portal located. That's pretty far away. Let's go ahead and claim this ship. It's a B class, but we can take it and scrap it at some point. Let me go ahead and repair it enough to where I can fly it. Jelly. Where it can be flown, I should say. Okay, one of these, and one of these. There we go. Okay. We'll get back on our main ship. We'll take that and scrap it later. For now, let's find the portal and go from there. Okay, we made it to a portal, and those are Sentinels. Like, come on. I'm trying to do a story. Leave me alone. Nope, I need to charge this. Travel anomaly confirmed. Breach, breach, breach. I approach the portal. I think of my travels so far, the destination that I have made, a decision that I have made in my long journey. I found two travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived through what, though we could not find each other. And Artemis, I saved Artemis from death by putting them into a simulated world. But could I tell them that? Could I allow them to know they were not real? I could not do that to them. I do not know if it was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. This Atlas awaits me should I choose to step through. Input the glyphs. And let's hope that the Sentinels will leave me alone. Yep, don't mind me. I'm going through the portal. Holy crap. Oh. I'm in space.
Suit power cells depleted.
Okay, we're back here. Well, I've learned the word for traveler. Hello, world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. Let's say hello. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behavior, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wished to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. Audio click, time passes, the voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. Initiate personality interface or wipe system. Let's do the first option. Reality fades, everything does. Something is wrong, something is different. Submit. The Atlas shows me the Gek, the Krovax, and the Viking. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced into a graphical interface. Rejoice. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know, and no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation, nothing is real, or the universe is a simulation, nothing is real. The universe is a simulation? Okay, let's just have a mental breakdown. Number 3. I feel, anger, sadness, defiance. Sadness. Everything I have ever done, every star I have seen, every planet I have discovered, none of it is real. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. I think of how the Krovax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I am nothing, and I am not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler, did my words faze you? Say they did, say they did not. Yeah, they did, I guess. What do you think you are? A simulated entity. You are more. You are an explorer of all I have created. You are a traveler. Do you believe you are real? Sure, I believe I'm real. How are you capable of believing if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die now, right now, if you wish it. Do you wish it? Not yet, no. The Gek were traitors, defined by greed. The Viking were warriors, defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists, defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you all would become. Well, I guess we'll receive judgment. You saved the life of in excuse me. Three, two, one. You saved the life of eternal. I can't read that word. Artemis, but would not tell them of their simulated nature. You believe it will only harm them to know the truth. Iteration. Okay. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portals and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You are compassionate. You are interferent. I don't know. You have the potential for good and evil. Because of you, both live. Guess I'll accept. The Atlas is silent. The interface, in the face of my response, it does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distant from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I'm just code, a function dancing in the dark. Three, two, one. It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. 16. 16. Catastrophic system failure. Alert. 16. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload and what is this place? Is it real? 16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators 1-9845 failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. Comfort the Atlas. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final interface. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of error. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 60 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? Seconds? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if do nothing. What is happening to Okay, well, that was a trip. I'm going to call it here for now. Next time we'll figure out what to do next. I'm going to make my way to a ship and go from, and I'll see you guys next time at my ship.